Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Soups channel. My name is Matt Ramos, and I am to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So, first and foremost, I don't like making videos like this, bro. I want to congratulate everyone who made Madam Web because, it takes a village to make a movie. It takes a village to get it out there. And, I know so many people behind the scenes just put in so much work to get this film made. And it takes multiple miracles to make movies made, and that's not lost on me, I truly respect all of the different creatives involved behind the scenes, and I understand that at big productions like this, the creative vision can get lost. So while I do have respect for everyone that made this film, it's my obligation as a content creator, as a movie reviewer, as a fan, to be truthful to you guys, to be honest, to give my full unhinged opinion. So with that being said, Madam Web is one of the worst superhero films, if not the worst superhero film I've ever seen in my life. There's a lot of different people out there that truly take joy in tearing down films and just roasting, different movies that are coming out. I'm not one of those people, man. I go into movies not wanting to hate it, not wanting to critique it, but wanting to love it. But unfortunately, when it comes to Madam Web, there is virtually nothing to love about this movie. When it comes to the Sony Spider-Man films, I never thought these words would come out of my mouth. This film makes Morbius look good. And the more I think about it, the worse it gets. Genuinely, I would take Fan4stick, Wonder Woman 1984, Batman and Robin, Morbius, Venom Let There Be Carnage. I would take the majority of the films that are regarded as the worst superhero film. I would take the majority of those films over this one. When it comes to the four main actresses that the film centers on, I really truly feel sorry for them because they are victims of just a terrible script. When I tell you guys that this film has some of the worst dialogue you will ever hear in a movie, I'm not joking, bro. I'm not over exaggerating. Sometimes people speak in hyperbole where they're extra. I'm genuinely serious about this. This film did these actresses dirty, and they're so talented. We've seen a lot of these actresses in such great stuff, but Madam Web isn't one of them. Not only do any of these characters really have character arcs, the only person who really has an arc is Madam Web, and it falls flat. You're not really invested in it at all. All of the emotional payoffs are just, again, they completely fall flat. You're not invested in it. You're not moved to tears the way the movie thinks you're supposed to be. And, I know going into this film, a lot of us were very excited to see the girls in the suits because the costumes actually look really good. Those costumes are in the film for less than 2 minutes. So temper your expectations on that front. There's also countless choices that characters make in the film that make absolutely no sense, but they just make those decisions because they have to move the story forward. But the script is that terrible from a dialogue standpoint, from a structure standpoint, from just making sense standpoint. Top to bottom, it's garbage. There were so many points in this film where I just was taken aback and I was just like, how did this get greenlit? How did someone approve this? How was this pitched? And someone said, yes, let's do this. I'm baffled. I'm genuinely puzzled by how this ended up being the film that it was. And when it comes to superhero films, there's always kind of just an expectation of action because action is such a core part of superhero films. The action in this film is relegated to Madam Web driving a car around and running it into things, and the girl's pretty much just running around the whole movie. The main villain is very one note, not menacing whatsoever, and very forgettable. The editing of this film is also extremely jarring, to the point where it really takes you out of it at some points. Some scenes just have so many unnecessary cuts that don't even make sense. There's actually some clips that they've released that are just so poorly edited, and these are the clips that are supposed to get people to come watch the movie. Again, I really don't take pride in sitting here and roasting a film that, thousands and thousands and thousands of people worked on, but we gotta be honest, man. As fans, we gotta be honest, and we gotta be open, and we gotta come from a place of love, not hate, because ultimately, we want these Sony Spider-Man movies to be good. We don't want to continuously go to theaters to watch a Sony Spider-Man film and just continuously be disappointed. We don't want this. So I think it's very important for us to just be honest and come from a place of love, and in order for us to get better films instead of just settling for whatever Madam Web was. I hope when it comes to Madam Web, Sony can take this on the chin, and hopefully they realize that there's some changes that need to be made to the way they're putting out these live-action Spider-Man films. from some of the Venom films to Morbius to Madame Web. Some changes need to be made in the way these films are produced and who's at the helm and leading the crews making these films, and who's calling the shots, because it's becoming a track record now. And we have Kraven the Hunter that's on the way. We have Venom 3 that's on the way. And man, I don't know how much the superhero genre can take. So with that being said, guys, those are my general thoughts on Madame Web. I always encourage you guys to go out there and form your own opinions, but these were my opinions on Madame Web, and, you know, I don't make these type of videos. Y'all know me. I'm a very positive person. I love superhero films, and I don't like to sit here and cook a film that so many people work to bring to life. But, again, we all got to be truthful. We got to live in that and hope that Sony can improve the next one. So with that being said, make sure to like this video, comment down below, subscribe, hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified for future videos. Thank you guys for watching this one. I love you guys 3000, and I'll see you guys next time.